Ding, 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 guys. Gather around. Alright, today was like one of the best trading days for me. It started off slow, but surely it did pick up. My first trade of the day, I actually shorted AWX 3 times. And the first time it wasn't as good as I thought it would be. I only had like $50 profit. I'll show you where. First time I saw this spike up, and I shorted like right around here, around the $3 and like 340, 342. Then it cracked. Then it started consolidating. Consolidating. Then once I saw it did this perk close to where I had it at, I just cut it and got out with like a $50 profit. That was the first time I shorted it. The reason why I was shorting this stock was because I was initially playing it off of the $4 mark, because I saw around the, let me show you, on the 5-year chart, it showed major support right around this area, right around the $4 mark. So all this, so like the 390, the $4. So that was my risk level. So with my risk level, I was playing it off of that. Initially from the start, I said I was going to go short, but for some reason I didn't. I actually put in a buy order to buy it, but once I saw that the spiking stop, I hurried up and canceled my order. If you look at the video for today from when the market opened, you could watch the trade live. But it's just me doing a quick summary of all the trades that I did, and some of them was I didn't get a chance to record it because the stock was spiking, so I didn't get a chance to put all the settings correctly, so I could just go ahead and start the stream. But I did start it for the third time that I short AWX. That was the biggest. Unfortunately, I didn't get that on camera. But the second time that I shorted this stock was right around here. I saw that it went past this 383 level, so I waited till it peaked out. So it peaked out right around here. Once I saw that it couldn't pass the 480, I wanted to wait till it started. I think I bought it right around here, because I bought it the first time because I slowly scalped my way into it. So I didn't just do one big position. I just slowly scalped my way into it. So I got the first one at like 417. Then when it cracked down here, I thought that was it for it. But then when it rebounded, I got in around like 412. Then and when it did another crack, I got in around like $4. So my overall total was like average was like $4.09 during this time, and I did not cover the short anywhere close to here. When the stock started, matter of fact, I'm sorry, I'll take that back. The short, I started short from right here. Then when it dipped down, I got major in my position. Then I had the average of the four. Oh, was it here? No, I was correct. I'm sorry, I was correct. So I shortened it throughout this area right here to get my average to 409. Then once I got it, it dipped down, so I thought it was over. But then it perked back up. Then when I saw I got the 411, I'm thinking in my mind that it's gonna shoot to probably try to break this level because it was still midday. So as soon as it went down here, I hurry up and put a sell or a cover order at 405. So that was only like 4 cents a share, and it was like 50 it was like $100 and something for the second time. So for the day, I was up like $150 from my trade, and I didn't time the 2 times. I didn't time it at all good. Like I missed it. So the third time that I short AWX was closer to the end of the market, because I thought right here was the end when it dipped, when it perked right here to try to test the 415, and it couldn't. So during the bounce, I started shorting. So I started off really low. My first position that I got in at was around like 390, and from 390, started shorting every time it hit. Started shorting heavily at the 417. Then my average got up to like 398. Then once it passed that and it topped, because I was actually gonna cover my loss, but once I saw after it broke past this level and it had a hard stop, because it was only about, I want to say only about like 10 cents, then it just hard stopped. So I knew then, okay, that's the top for it. So between here, I started shorting, and I got my position up to got my average up to about $4.22. Even at that level, I was down unrealized about $3,000 because of where I started shorting from. I put myself underwater. So luckily, this ran out of gas, because had it kept going, it would have probably been like a $4,000 to $5,000 loss. But but that wasn't the case. So next time, one thing that I need to be wary of is wait till actually perk up. If I miss the trade, I just miss it, versus trying to force a trade. If I force a trade, that's gonna hurt me in the long run. So this time, I got lucky, and I don't want to trade based upon luck, because your luck would run out. But I was shorting right around here in the fours. I was betting against the stock. Then once I saw I had that hard pull, I knew then the trend has finally reversed. So I started slowly taking off the shares that I got in the low 390s over here. So I got a majority of my shares out. So eventually I held on to the last 1,000, and I got the last 1,000 right around here, around like 3 o'clock. So overall today with AWX, that was like my best trade today. I end up profiting from this $4,845. Not too bad for someone who screwed this up completely. When I mean I screwed it up bad. The next trade that I got involved in after that was VRay. Ended up losing like $85 from that trade. I did cut my loss quickly, but the first trade I was actually up like $200 something. I had bought this right when it was breaking out this level. Bought it, and I got scared after the dip. It dipped so far back to where I bought it at. Then it slowly grind up. Once I saw I was in a profit, I took it and I sold. Then I was actually planning. Then the second trade of it, I was buying it right around here. I bought like 500 shares or so, like about 500 shares, right around 1270. And as soon as I bought it, the stock just snapped. It fell all the way down to like the 11s, then it rebound up, and I took my loss right around here. So overall on this trade today, down $85. In the last trade that I do, this was a earnings winner, and this is my bread and butter. I want the play that I like to, stock that I like to trade. So with this, since it was an earnings, I was actually for a while down on this position before the market closed, because I was right around 3. I was buying over here. I think the first position was like 1567. Then it grind up, then it dipped down, and I bought it somewhere around like 1550 something, and got it. Then it dipped all the way down. For a while, I was down about like I want to say about $300. Then I bought somewhere around like the 1520s and the 1531s again. Then close to the market close, the stock grind up, and it closed at 1590. My average right now for that is 1555, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, 1555, and I'm currently up $870 on this trade. And the reason why I bought this stock is because it's reporting good earnings, and anytime a stock is reporting good earnings, and again, or what an earnings winner is to me is differently from what Wall Street considers as. Earning winner for me is, of course, reporting good numbers, and the second part of it is that the stock is actually reacting to the numbers. So if it has good earnings, like let me show you an example of one that had good earnings today as well, but the stock did nothing. This stock right here had good earnings, and it barely moved today. I wouldn't deem that as an earnings winner. Reason being, it didn't react to, there's no move on it. So I'm always looking for volatile plays, stocks that's moving. If I would have bought this as soon as I saw this actually pre-market, and I put this on my watch list. If I would have bought it at 291, the best that I could have sold it today would be 296. That's 5 cents. That's nothing. So that's why I stick to plays like this, because it's more predictable. Because what I'm expecting tomorrow is a couple of articles to come out, about different analysts to do update on this stock. Seeking Alpha already submitted like the transcript to the call, so maybe tomorrow you could see them writing an article, and they have thousands and thousands of subscribers. So once their subscribers see this, more likely they're going to be the one who push it up, and as the stock spike, I sell into them. So worst case scenario, it doesn't spike. I try to get out, with $800 profit, $807 profit, and that trade alone took me about the last hour of the day to be able to complete. So those are the recap plays today. Overall today, with the trades, the realized that I have is 4,000, like 4,800. That's realized. The 870, that's unrealized, since I haven't exited that trade yet. So overall today, I would say, close to about $6,000. So definitely not a bad day in the market. And I'm gonna keep doing these videos because they actually help me out, believe it or not. I get to go back, see my trade, see what my train of thought was, and me doing these recap videos, it also put me back in the frame of mind, so that way I could keep doing the same thing that I've been doing. Before doing all of these videos, I used to, have one good day and a couple of bad days, and one good day, a couple of bad days. Now it seemed like my gains are becoming more consistent, all because of this video recap that I'm doing, and me seeing, what's my frame of mind, like what was I doing, what was my thought process, and the more and more that I do this, the more and more comfortable that I get. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to leave a comment in the comment bar. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. So this is Vlad signing off.